the craziest thing I've seen so far is? I couldn't quite wrap my brain around. Were you at the slumber party last night? The slumber party was my favorite thing that I've done so far at BroadwayCon. We had so much fun at the slumber party last night. But that beatboxer, I felt like I entered a different dimension. I felt like my soul was being sucked out of my body. I felt confused. Somebody just showed me a picture. I had Daisy Egan and Max Crumb were comforting me because I felt like my soul was leaving my body. That was the craziest thing I've seen.
And waste of time.
Definitely the craziest thing I saw was me fangirling over Jeremy Jordan when he was walking through the door, and I just screaming, and he just walking like this on his phone.
The slumber party last night who was it that was just, you could tell she was pretty drunk.
Lena?
Yeah. Patty the fucking Pone. That was great.
The best thing, this is the craziest thing. I went to the gender inclusive bathroom.
Okay.
And I went to the bathroom and with boys and girls were peeing and pooping together. You know why? Because everybody poops. And it was so freeing. I was just in there, I'm this is okay. Yeah. We can all just poop together. But what the world needs now is to poop together. A family that poops together stays together.
What's the craziest costume you've seen here so far?
I saw a mashup of a Cats Hamilton cosplay, which I thought was very funny. He was like Cats and Hamilton.
I mean, Anthony Zah's dressed up as half a Newsy is doing pretty good right now.
Yeah, that's true.
I've seen a lot of the Act 1 bubble Glindas, and I don't know how they're all doing it all day.
There is a man in a full Lafayette costume, and it's really good. To the button, identical to the Broadway costume, but he's not Lafayette. He's just a man, just a man walking around in a full-on costume. I'm you're sweating. I know you're sweating, and I'm all about the dedication that it took to don this outfit and wander around.
I have a few that I really like. There was one yesterday who was a full Glinda. The costume looked like it was from Kara Lindsay's dressing room. I promise you, she might have walked away with it. So Kara, if you're missing your dress, it's here at BroadwayCon. Also, there were really good cats. Once again, those were probably stolen, but they're great. And then there's good sideshow today. Those two girls, sideshow, so good. And there's also a great girl as Alphaba with the Act 2 dress that I am obsessed with. Yes.
She's getting
the dress is spot on.
Probably the Hand to God thing or the Sideshow twins. That's not that crazy, it's just awesome.
I saw someone dressed as one of the characters from the March of the Falsettos, and that was probably my favorite
yeah,
I've seen.
Oh, that's cool.
That was really cool, and the neon clothes and stuff.
Could you tell us about your costumes?
Right now I'm Thomas Jefferson from Hamilton because I'm actually in love with Daveed Diggs.
Daveed is dad, but I am obviously Alexander Hamilton from the show, and good frenemies and all.
So I was going through costumes lesson, and I have so much random stuff in my house. So I was Sally Bowles or Hedwig. So I realized that Sally and Hedwig kind of have the same makeup. And so I just did Sally, the dress, and the hat, and then I did Hedwig makeup. And I put on a Lena wig, because I love Lena Hall.
BroadwayCon was around when you were a kid. Would you want to come, and who would you dress up as?
I would absolutely be here. Who would I dress up as? I mean, I was so into Phantom of the Opera was my favorite thing, or something. Les Mis. Oh, Gavroche. Yes, done.
Honestly, probably Chorus Line. I'd probably go in the gold.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was my favorite show when I was little.
And who would you want to meet? Like at like one of these things, you know, they have the photo booths, the autograph sessions.
It depends on what age. When I was a kid, like in high school, it would have been Brian Stokes Mitchell, hands down. Who would I want to meet? I don't know. Andrew Lloyd Webber, probably.
Oh, he's pretty cool.
Yeah, it seems like an interesting cat.
The Newsies movie is coming out. What are you most excited for people to see?
I think it's just going to be so interesting because it's a little different than what people have seen on Broadway or on tour. So we have new tricks and new upgrades that we did for the show. I know it's really special. It's some never before seen things, so you have to come see it in the film.
Yeah.
We have tickets.
Good.